Hey, you who are at home right now and would like to use your time to learn about intelligent love, see how easy it is. The doors of the Love Therapy are always open on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. We await you.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Many bites of love.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Those who are listening tonight, or our fellow viewers, if you're watching via the Liberty Radio app, and welcome to the Mini Bites of Love. I'm here with my beautiful wife, and we are going to be sharing with you, as you heard in the title, Mini Bites of Love. I hope you guys have had a good day, blessed day. Perfect. We are going to be speaking to you about something very important tonight, right? Very helpful, and giving you some tips. But before we do this, share with us who you are that are listening tonight. You know we have the faithful listeners, right? Mm-hmm. Last night, Mighty Boring came strong. OSL actually. Boring, Nottingham, Newcastle, right? London, are you listening? If you're listening, write your name, write your branch. And if you are single, write the hashtag.
Single for now.
Single for now, because we know that's not going to be forever.
Emphasis
right?
For now.
Emphasis on for now. And if you are married, you're going to write your name, the name of your spouse, your branch, and hashtag I'm happy I'm married. I'm happy I'm married, right? And we're going to be giving you a shout out for you who are listening tonight. Before we do this, let's watch this video. Pay close attention.
Do you have questions about love, relationships, or dilemmas of the heart? Well, you need not worry anymore. The Love Talk Show has the perfect segment for you, the Q&A. Send your questions to love@uckg.org and have them answered on the show.
We're going to be here together answering people's questions.
If you prefer to remain anonymous, please let us know and we will respect your privacy. Tune in to the Love Talk Show every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m.
The Love Talk Show. Live, learn, and love.
Let's learn the intelligent love.
Your question can be used as the topic of the program. Who knows? You just might be helping others in a similar situation. Sharing your questions can help you, as well as inspire and guide others facing their own love challenges. Your email could be the beginning of a journey of understanding and discovery. Don't leave your questions unanswered. Email love@uckg.org now and take part in the Q&A segment on The Love Talk Show. The Love Talk Show, helping you to love intelligently.
Stories we love to share. Today's episode, an addict without an addiction. Over the years, addiction treatment has moved from punitive approaches to more compassionate, science-based methods. With that, it has become clear that consistent use of substances or engaging in addictive behaviors can alter the structure and function of the brain, affecting regions responsible for impulse control, decision-making, and self-control. Addictions can be divided into several categories. In the United Kingdom, among the most common addictions to legalized substances, prescription medications is in third place, nicotine is in second place, and alcohol is in first place. As for illegal substances, in third place is ecstasy, in second place is cocaine, and first is cannabis. But there are also behavioral addictions, which can be influenced as substance addictions. In fifth place is internet addiction. In fourth place is pornography addiction. In third place is sex addiction. In second place is shopping addiction. And first is gambling addiction. However, the list does not include a behavioral addiction called codependency, which is an isolated addiction. This type of addiction can be linked to factors such as a history of dysfunctional families, low self-esteem, anxiety, trauma, and so on. It can often be implicit in both substance and behavioral addictions, generating major conflicts, especially when it comes to marriage. A codependent person presents an emotional disorder, that is, they search for something that they did not have in the past or that is currently lacking, such as love, support, acceptance, and security. According to research, within a marriage, one person's addiction influences the other's behavior. The codependent suffers just as much as the person with the addiction when they develop an unbalanced power dynamic, feeling excessive responsibility. In contrast, the addict continues to avoid facing their problem. Therefore, it is necessary to know that before saving the person who has the addiction, the codependent must recognize that they also need care and help.
So that was the stories we love to share for this week. And let's get into the shout outs, right? We've got some people who are connected tonight. Who's connected?
So we have Tara connected from Plaistow.
Good evening, Tara from Plaistow. We have Karen connected from Catford, single for now, right? Good evening, Karen. We have Diana from the Mighty Boring, Mighty Boring, single for now. Who else do we have?
We have Lorraine from Boring, also #single for now. I really like saying it like that.
We have Manchester Whitney connected from Manchester, #single for now. We have Jovian from Woolwich. Good evening, Jovian from Woolwich. Right, we have, I'm sure other people will be sending also their hashtags. I'm sure some couples will be sending some also in a moment. But let's get into the mini bites of love, right? Before we do, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you to do something. Hold your phone in your hand, even if you're connected on your phone right now. It's okay. You can just keep your hand on your phone and look at the phone, the device, right? Hold your phone in your hand as well. Imagine this device that you are looking at right now. Imagine it broke. The screen cracked. What would you do? What would you do? Imagine you had your favorite dress, your favorite footwear, shoes, trainers, whatever the case may be. The stitching came off. What would you do?
What would you do?
Oh, what would I do? It's an interesting question because you have one of two choices. And it's either it's either you fix it or throw it away. Now we were speaking about a phone, a device, dress, clothes. But imagine there was a situation in your love life and it seemed to be broken. What would you do? Would you fix it or throw it away? Let's have a read and let's get into the mini bites tonight. It says here, someone asked a couple who had been married for 65 years how they managed to stay together for so long. Because nowadays, 65 years seems like a very long time, right? Seems like a very long time. And I'm sure the person that asked was probably really shocked. But let's look at the response. It says here, look at the response. Their answer was, we were born at a time when if something was broken, we'd fix it and wouldn't throw it away. This is so important. It's an amazing answer. So this couple, their response was, if something was broken, we'd fix it instead of throw it away. Let's continue here. Fixing it instead of throwing it away. If couples today had this mentality, there wouldn't be so many separations and divorces. You know why this is interesting? Because nowadays, I don't know the statistics, but nowadays, marriages don't seem to last very long.
No.
Right? a lot of people, unfortunately, again, I don't know the statistics, but one thing I know is a lot of people, if the marriage is not working out, we see it with celebrities, right? We see it in, it's in our faces, especially with celebrities. If a marriage is not working out, if there's a hiccup, if there's a problem, if there's
The going gets tough.
if the going gets tough, right? I like to say this, when the going gets tough, there's two ways. It's either the tough, they roll up their sleeves and they get going, or the tough get going. And what happens? People feel like the easiest solution is, I'm not going to deal with this problem. I'm going to divorce. I'm going to throw it away.
Find someone else to make it work with, because the problem's not them, it's with the other person.
Find someone else, even though they're still in the marriage. Sometimes they even think to find someone else.
That's true.
Right? Because apparently this person will give me what my spouse is not giving me, instead of trying to solve it. But let's continue here. Let's see what it says. The truth is that every marriage, let me read that again. The truth is that every marriage goes through bad days. There will be times when you feel like throwing it all away and moving on with your life. But if one of you or both calms down and thinks, what can I do to fix this situation? The frustration will fade and you'll find out how to restore the peace in your relationship. See, it's very important for us to understand that every marriage goes through challenges. Every marriage faces battles. There's not one marriage that is smooth sailing. And you like to call this the mashing of the mashed
I was thinking
potato,
that in my
right?
head. Yeah, the mashing of the mashed potato, in order to, blend, because it's two different people from two different backgrounds, two different walks of life, different situations, different experiences. And of course there will be clashes, even if two people are of God. Again, they see things differently. So there will be obstacles, but it's no one got married because they hated each other. It's something that we hear always, isn't it? You don't get married because you hate each other. So it's just
You didn't say,
matter of,
I hate you.
yeah, I
Marry
hate
me.
you. Let's get married. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. It's not something that happens. Two people come together, married, or they choose to marry each other because, first of all, they saw that they were compatible and because of love, right? And that mashing of the mashed potato, two pieces of potato, two potatoes, let's say it like this, two potatoes, they don't naturally just merge together. They have to be pressed together to make one, right? And it takes hard work. It takes hard work, especially when those challenges arise. As we heard in that advice, it takes one, at least one or both, to put aside the emotions and to think, okay, how can I make this work? How can I be better? How can I help this situation or restore this situation? Let's continue here. The last one says here, relationships, children, and hearts are not disposable. They are invaluable assets that are worth every effort to be preserved. Fix it instead of throwing it away. Maybe you are here tonight and you're listening and you are on the verge of throwing away your relationship. Maybe you started talking to someone, dating. Maybe that person corrected you. Maybe they told you or gave you an advice to help you. And already you started to bubble up inside and you said, I don't need this. I'm going to end this relationship. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Maybe you became defensive and you didn't see that person was advising you from a place of care. Or maybe you're married and you're going through this process thinking to yourself, how comes every other marriage seems to be perfect, but mine doesn't? Now you know there is no perfect. Actually, marriages only become perfect when two people, right,
Put
in the work to make that marriage work. Or I'm using the word perfect, but it gets closer to perfection. They both begin to understand each other, to love each other, to help each other, to push each other, to drive each other. And it's always going to be like this because no one is perfect. But when two people put in the effort, be it in a marriage, in a relationship, right? Dating, talking, getting to know each other. When they put in that extra effort, even when the going gets tough, that's when the tough roll up their sleeves and say, okay, let's get going. Let's make this work. And this is what makes a marriage, a relationship blossom. And this is something you need to take in towards yourself, right? This is why it's important. It's why it's important to attend the love therapy meetings every Thursday at 8 p.m. so you can build upon yourself, learn, and be able to work to grow in your marriage, right? Indeed, it will be a blessing. We're going to leave you tonight to think about this or these mini bites of love and invest in your love life. Make it work. Roll up your sleeves. Put your pride aside, put the emotions aside, and make it work. Remember, live, learn, and
Love.
God bless you.